morning, everybody, and welcome back to Days with Dawn and Sunday old-fashioned dinner. Today, I don't know, if you live in the South, it's just a thing on Sundays to have a roast. So today, that's what I'm doing. I'm cooking a roast. So I'm going to start with one of these. I know people say, that the plastic is bad for you, but these things just make life so much easier that I just can't justify not using them. So we're going to put one of the crock pot liners in the crock pot. Yeah. Because life is so much easier that way. I've got a pan. This is not the usual pan that I would use. I would usually use cast iron, but I fried eggs in this morning. It's already dirty, so we're just going to add a little oil to it and sear my roast. I got the burner on to the roast. I'm going to put Paula Deen's house seasoning, which is garlic powder, salt, and pepper. It is my go-to for everything. It's just good. So I keep it mixed up and keep a jar of it, and then I refill it in this little thing because it's handy. Okay, seems like that's pretty warm, so we're going to add the roast. Yeah, and stir it up. And I'll spare you the sound because it's going to pick up this sound instead of me, so I'll just stop it right there and we'll get back with you. Okay, so look, I've got it all seared up. Looks beautiful and it smells even better. So I'm going to stick it over into my crock pot. All right, so every time I do a pot roast, I do it different. Today, I'm going to do a can of cream of mushroom soup. My family has expressed that they are tired of Mississippi pot roast, and they probably don't care if they ever have it again. So there's that. Half a can of water. And I'm just going to put it in this pan and get all the bits off of the bottom. Makes it so good. I'm going to do a packet of zesty Italian dressing. It's just because I've had it for a while and I want to use it up. And so this is what I'm doing with it. Onion soup mix. I love the dump and go. It just, yeah, super simple, but so delicious. And a packet of brown gravy. And I'm just going to stir all that in, kind of heat it up a little bit and scrape it off of the bottom and then add it to my roast. salt and pepper on it. Now I'm kind of waiting on this to cook down a little bit. So I've got it on pretty high, and this looks like a lot, but they cook down so much. So we're just gonna let it cook down, and then I'll finish seasoning and take you along and show you. Okay, so they've cooked down a little. I'm gonna add some salt, and they take a lot of seasoning. So don't be hating. It's just how it rolls. Add some pepper. I also add some of this chicken bouillon granules. Add a couple of those. And a big old slice of bacon. We're just going to throw it in there whole, just like that. Give it a little stir. And these are nice, tender greens. And it smells so good in here. I can hardly wait to eat them. I'm going to add the rest of these. And it's kind of one of those things, you got to taste it as it cooks. So I'll be adding stuff as we move along. see what they need. All I've done is get out a little bit of the juice. They call it pot liquor. Definitely needs salt. Let's back it up a little bit. So we're going to add in some more salt. Probably needs a little more pepper. And definitely needs more of this. Well, that was a mess. All right, we'll just continue to let it cook from there. And just so you know, the ends and pieces of these carrots are not going to waste. I've got some rotisserie chicken carcasses in here, and you can see I've got an onion end, and I'm putting all my carrot ends in here. And that onion looks okay. Most of these onions, I had to peel some yuck off of them, so they're not going in here. But I've got this in the freezer, and so I'll be making some chicken broth for my chicken and dressing at Thanksgiving. Gonna do another little taste test with a little bit of the greens in it to make sure they got tender. Okay, so here we are at 6 o'clock and we've got it all finished. These deviled eggs I made yesterday, no, day before yesterday, so we're having some deviled eggs. I've had these rolls sitting on top of this container of roast, and the rolls are all warm now. Took the roast, gosh, sorry. Took the roast out of the crock pot, and it is so tender and smells and looks so delicious. So there's that. We've got our turnip, mustard, and collard greens. I'll take that piece of bacon out because it don't look very appetizing, but it gave it a good flavor. And then I roasted vegetables in the oven. So this is potatoes, carrots, and onions. And we are set and ready for dinner. We're gonna get done and watch Yellowstone.